Greetings from Cybertron. This is SoundJack here with a review of the Transformers BotBots Series 2 Greaser Gang. We have 6 new Greaser Gang team members added in with the Series 2 BotBot assortment. Several of them are repaints from Series 1 Greaser Gang members, though we do have 2 new molds, and half the team is female, so that's great. It's great, but we'll talk more about them in a moment. But first, a few quick size comparisons. Here they are with a couple of current Battle Masters and Micromasters, a tiny Turbo Changer, a current Deluxe class and Voyager class figure, and a not still current Legends class figure. So now let's move on, going from left to right. As always, we are going to first start with Brockhead, the slice of broccoli pizza, and she is very, very strong and owes it all to her vegetarian diet, even though she is a broccoli pizza, and is probably the strongest of all of the BotBots, being able to live twice a BotBot twice her size. Yeah, that's what the bio said. But yeah, so you got some nice painted broccoli on top, some lighter colored cheese, a nice crust going on, a very thick slice of pizza. However, I must say this must be like the Chicago deep dish pizza. That stuff's good. And then you got Brockhead's face on the underside there. And we'll talk more about that in a moment. But there's just looking at the other side, just showing you off the nice little details like the cheese melting down and actually there's cheese melting up, it seems, because look at those molds. That looks like cheese droplets, but they're the wrong way. So I don't know what's going on there. Ooh, you know what? I think, I do wonder. But anywho, that's Brockhead in her pizza mode. So to transform her, same as Deuteroni from the first wave. You're going to take her legs, rotate them out, rotate them down, pull out, rotate down, move arm out, rotate, move arm, and rotate. And there is Brockhead in her robot mode. She's got some nice blue eyes going on. She's definitely been eating some broccoli and has some bit of indigestion, as she clearly looks like she's in mid-burp. Some interesting arms going on there, just how the body works. I'll get to that in a moment. A bit of green paint going on around the chest with a little bit of the pizza on top there, and a bit of green on the lower legs, though no dedicated feet. Articulation-wise, she does have ball joints. However, due to the thickness of the arm and this panel back here, she is incapable of rotating her arm straight down. It pops off the ball joint first, so you can't do a full 360 rotation. You can do that, you can do that, you can do that. You can't in and out and all that good stuff. You really can't get her doing a downwards arm pose, unfortunately, but that's the same thing with Deuteroni. And the legs are also on ball joints, so you got quite a range of motion there, though there are probably very few poses you can actually get her legs into where she'll be able to stand. But that is Brockhead. So, moving on, we have Brotato, the French fries. He's straight up just a bro, slick back hair, hanging with the bros, doing bro things, bro. Saying bro a lot. Color lift of Spudhead. Just slightly different colors here, and a little bit of ketchup dripped, a bunch of ketchup, I should say, dripped over the fries. But the fries look nice. Cartoony fries for sure, but definitely cartoony fries. Can't say so much for the container of fries, as you see the arms and the holes for the legs and the legs themselves on the back. So the container's not good. The fries do look pretty good. But for transformation, you're going to flip the legs down. Oh, we got to pull the arms out first. Sorry. And then we can flip the legs down and all the way around. I'm going to lift this panel up. I'm going to lift that up. Rotate that down and pull that back. And just get that bit positioned because it's very back heavy, so he's not going to be able to stand properly. So you're going to need that for support, even though technically there is a slot right here for this tab to go into, and clearly seems like it's supposed to, but there's absolutely no way for him to stand on his own without this back support. So you're going to need that. So that's unfortunate for him. But there is Brotato in his robot mode. The The fries become his hair. He's got some eyes under that visor of his and a nice big old smile. The chest right here, it has detail, but it's not picked on in paint. And there's a little bit of blue on the upper arms as well as on the crotch that's a little smudged. And articulation-wise, the arms rotate 360, arms rotate 360, and legs just go back. Same issues with the first mold, just the weight. And I mean, technically you can push the hair a bit more forward, but that's not where it's supposed to be. And even then, it still does not desire the standing. It's a tad easier, but it still doesn't. It stays up for like, this is the first time I've ever actually gotten to stand up without the back support. What the? Oh, and I ruined it now. I ruined it. Darn it. Okay. Oh, we're going to try that. Okay. We're going to see if that actually maintains throughout the rest of the review. You might have just changed my opinion on your mold, buddy. But we're going to move on now to Hot Mess, one of the two new molds in the wave. She does turn into a taco. And she's just overstuffed and is always falling apart like actual tacos. So it's very appropriate. We got some nice meat under there and some nice lettuce on top. The shell is nicely colored, and we do get a little extra color on the chest down here, but that's for robot mode. So, I mean, like, you do see the robot mode chest, but it's not egregious. Like, you can't tell. I mean, you can probably tell where the parts are going to come from, but you can't see, like, robot hands or real robot kibble besides panel lines. So that's, I mean, good at the very least. And to transform her, we're going to take the legs. We're going to pull them out and flip them around. Pull them out, flip around, come over here, pull out the arms, pull out the arms. Feels like that should go further. Guess that's good for now. And then you're just going to come up, lift up on the head, and there is Hot Mess in her robot mode, and she's very upset as she keeps falling apart, apparently. The face is good. Pure white face with the black, with her facial details being in black. Nice triangle, green and red V going on here with a couple of stripes, a couple of details on the chest. Everything else is pretty much what you've already seen, and that's a lot of lettuce and beef she's got to hold in while on robot mode. Articulation-wise, arms can do a full 360 if you pull. Feet can only go in and out. And technically the hat, the top of the burrito has room to move so you can do different positions. So, I mean, that's the default where it is. But I kind of like putting it at a bit of an angle. Just, I don't know why I think that, because it just feels like a hat to me. So I'm like, yeah, let's just tilt it a little bit. I don't know. I'll just leave it that way for now. But there is Hot Mess. And up next, Mustard, the color lift of, who's the ketchup bottle? Right, the color lift of BotBots. Why am I forgetting these names from Series 1? That one was dumb. And this is also very dumb. It's a smarter pun, but still, mustard. Anyway, she turns into a mustard ball. She's always following everyone or following ketchup and hoping that someone will pick her over ketchup. I'm sure someone out there is going to be like, why does no one pick, why do people like ketchup? Why don't they pick mustard more? Well, I'm one of those people that I'm like, I prefer my ketchup. I'm sorry, mustard, but I gotta. Anyway, nice white top, yellow cap, pretty much yellow body, white stripe going around the bottom, a little dent in the bottle there, and a little bit of white hands peeking out, but pretty good. Transformation wise, we're gonna come down here, flip out her feet, come over here, flip down her chest panel, revealing her face, and then pull her arms out and rotate them down, and there's Mustard in her robot mode, and she's very happy because she must have turded. I don't know what I'm talking about. But like I said, very happy face, nice blue eyes, white face, and teeth going on. Tiny bit of gray on the shoulders, which is, I'm surprised because there's no other gray on this mold besides that bit. Nice white hands as well, and a nice white detailing on her chest. Articulation-wise, 360-degree rotation is pretty much all you're going to get. Also, there's some nice circuit board detail in there as well as on the bottom, the backs of her legs. So some nice extra details. So that's cool. That's very cool. Nextly, we have Nacho Problem, who's a color lift of Shredder Jack. They had another thing of nachos with the ketchup going, or salsa, because Nacho Problem really likes trying to get the perfect tan but keeps burning. People keep telling him to use the salsa screen, and Nacho Problem hates when people get in his business because it's not their problem. Nacho Problem, ha ha ha, ha ha ha, ha ha. Anyway, like I said, nice chips on the top and ketchup up there as well. White back here, blue stripes going along. Gets interrupted by the back stuff going on, blue stripe going along. That's why I prefer this side facing, even though this provides a bit more color to the packaging. But does match up with the Brotato's packaging pretty nicely. So transformation, flip the legs down, come back here, pull out the arms, rotate, pull out the arms, rotate, and flip the chest panel down, and there's Nacho Problem in his robot mode. And he looks disturbed. I don't know why this mold has like one big eye. I want to know why. I want to know why they decided to give this mold a monocle. I'm very curious, but the eyes are nicely molded and painted. The mouth is just like a circle. I don't know why, but yeah. Again, some nice chest detailing. A little bit of blue on the bottom of the chest, blue upper arms and white hands. A little bit of circuitry detail on the legs as well. Articulation-wise, 360-degree rotation of the arms. It's a ball joint, so it can go back and forth a bit, up and down a bit. So you get a little bit of flexibility with the arms, and I guess he can sit down a little bit, sort of. But that's Nacho Problem. And last but not least, another new mold for the Greaser Gang is Surbacha, who loves being in eating competitions, especially presumably when it involves hot food, and also when the competition is quite fierce and hot. In the heat of the food fight and the food eating, he is at his greatest. But he turns into a bottle of hot sauce, probably sriracha sauce. There's a nice jalapeno and flame detail on the chest, on the front on the sticker for the logo. The rest of the bottle is pretty much red. You do see a little bit of gappage back here, but we also have a very nice yellow cap up top. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So transformation wise, we're gonna rotate his head 180. Well, the cap, I guess, because the head doesn't actually rotate. It just rotates to reveal the head. We're gonna open these panels up like so. This is a little tricky to get to properly, but you gotta get these arms out, get those arms out, and then come down here and flip the feet out. It was actually pretty easy. You just gotta like maneuver the panels a little bit to get proper access to them. But there is Surbacha in his robot mode, and he's clearly been eating and eating and eating. I want to know what like the black circle is around his eye. Is that like a weird monocle or something? I'm not sure. But he's got a nice bib going on there with a little flame detail, and he's got a spoon, fork, and knife going on there. And nice green painted arms. Surprised they are green because there's no other green on this body. Unfortunately, though, articulation-wise, the arms can only go in and out. They can't actually go forward. The feet don't have much room. So the most articulation you get is moving the panels. And you do kind of have to pull them in a little bit so you can stand properly. If you try to like put them all the way, it ends up being a tad back heavy. I mean, you can get it to work, but it's well, it used to fall over easier for me, but as you saw, like it's definitely staying up better with the panels in a little closer for sure. But also, I don't know how well you're going to see it just because of everything in the way. But there are some circuitry detail on these panels here, so there's definitely wires in them, even though they're also made out of food. Want to know how that works, Hasbro? Anyway, that's Surbacha in his robot mode. So now that we've gone through them all, let's take a quick few size comparisons. Here they are next to a couple of Battle Masters and Micro Masters, a tiny Turbo Changer, a current Deluxe class and Voyager class figure, a not so current Legends class figure, and of course the channel's mascots, Soundwave and Wheeljack. So that's the Series 2 Greaser Gang BotBots. They're a nice pack. I like the two new molds. This one was one of my favorite Greaser Gang molds. This one's pretty good. These two I've had problems with, but this one's a little grown on me since I've been able to figure out how to get them to stand. Maybe the other one just had balance issues. I don't know. But I do very much like this team. I like the characters as always. Surbacha is probably my favorite though, just with the details going on. Though Hot Mess is also quite a lot of fun from this set. But that's all I have to say about the Greaser Gang Series 2 BotBots. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at SoundJack426. Also, please be sure to check out my Ko-fi account if you want to help support the channel. Link for that in the description below. And also you should check out RDSJ Gaming, where I do video games with my girlfriend Alyssa. We are currently going through Pokemon Coliseum as of this recording, so yeah, go check that out. And with that being said, thanks for tuning in. This is SoundJack signing off.